accepting his induction and performing All Along the Watchtower as a special tribute. Please welcome Richie Havens, ladies and gentlemen.
There must be some way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's so much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it is worth. Know what any of it is worth. There's no need to get excited, the thief he kindly spoke. There's so many here amongst us think that life is but a joke. You and I, we've been through that. This is not our fate. Let us not speak false now. The hour is getting late, 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 late. Watchtower, all along the watchtower, all along the watchtower, the princes kept the view. All the women, they came and went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the distance, a wildcat did growl. Two riders came approaching, in the wind began to howl. In the wind began to howl. There must be some way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's so much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it is worth. Know what any of it is worth. What any of it is worth.
Thank you.
Please welcome presenters Redbone.
Black Elk was quoted as saying, "Everything an Indian does in a circle, and that is because the power of the world always works in a circle."
And everything tries to be round. The power of recorded music has also remained round, beginning with the Edison cylinder phonographs, to 78, 45 LP, and more recently, the CD. In the record of the year, the award goes to the artists and the album's producers. The nominations are
American Warriors, Songs for Indian Veterans, Walela, Jim Wilson, producer. Robert Mirabal, Mike Wanacek, producer.
I dance to dance, I dance the dance.
Letters from the end of the 20th century, Joe Harjo, poet.
I shared a half hour of my life this morning with Rami, an Igbo man from northern Nigeria, who drove me in his taxi.
Joanne Shenandoah and Tom.
Believing in Our Drum, Pipestone Creek, Callie Parker, producer. Moving On, Rose Hill, Callie Parker, producer.
And the record of the year is 1, 2, 3.
Redbone!
No, I'm just kidding. I just had to do that, you know. I had to get my 2 cents in. And the winner of the year is the American Warrior, Songs for the Indian Veterans. And accepting the award from, what is that, Ryko Disc Records, is Cheryl McKinney.
I gratefully accept this on behalf of all of us at Ryko Disc, executive producer Mickey Hart, and the various artists from the Battle of Little Bighorn Survivor, recording on a wax cylinder his victory song in 1910, to the very much still with us Black Lodge Singers, the Smoky Town Singers, the Winnebago Sons, the Sioux Valley Singers, and most of all on behalf of Dr. Tom Benham at the Smithsonian, whose vision inspired this project. It was Tom's idea to make this record, but more importantly, to make this record benefit a fund to build a national memorial in Washington, D.C., to honor the immense contributions of First Nations peoples to the defense of our land.
Yes.
Thank you for honoring his vision, and thank you to the other nominees for this award for the marvelous music you gave us this year. We share this with you.
Please welcome Joanne Shenandoah.
Sego's going to go, and I'd like to say, how many of you had a wonderful time tonight? Let's give this native artist a great time. You know, also we need to thank the Mashantucket Pequot Nation, the Foxwoods, for putting this together. For many Native youth, many natives all over the country tonight listening to this broadcast, they are extremely grateful for what's going on right now. And part of the main reason this is happening is because of a woman named Ellen Bellow. She had the vision to help bring Native American music to the mainstream. And she's not alone in that vision. There are a lot of people here that are supporting that. So the message will only continue to spread. And let's make 1999 even bigger. What do you say? Please join me in congratulating Ellen Bellow for such a wonderful job.
Joanne. You've been my ray of light on the darkest of days. And congratulations on your recent awards. It's just a great experience to see years, days, hours of work just materialized in the last few hours. So we're really, really happy. We're very relieved. I think it's a wonderful celebration that we all shared tonight. I want to point out someone very important to me. Standing next to me is a young man named Richard Artichoker, who I first met 7 years ago when he was in a band called Seventh Generation. Richard is here all the way from the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota. The talent he and his band possessed, their hope for a future, and the lack of opportunity they faced is what truly inspired me to create this show. Rich, I'd like to dedicate this show to you and other aspiring Native musicians like yourself.
Thank you, Ellen, for helping us to keep the fire lit and bringing us all together here to celebrate the music. Let's give it up for Ellen.
This show was the culmination of the efforts of too many to acknowledge here, but there are two people I must individually acknowledge. They are the event director, Sky Hunter, and my assistant, Darren Gordy. I couldn't have done this without them. It's been an amazing and incredible experience to work with these two extraordinary individuals. Together, we stand before you facing a future of endless possibilities. We would like to thank the Tribal Chairman Skip Hayward, the Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation, the Pequot Entertainment Group, and the Foxwood staff for making this show possible. Together, we have not only made history as an award show, but this also marks the first time a Native-owned casino has hosted an entire evening of Native American talent. Thank you for believing in us. On behalf of NAMA, our congratulations to tonight's winners and our performers. A special thanks to our host, Wayne Newton. To all our presenters, members of our advisory board, and to our friends and family who are here tonight. We'd like to thank all those who made tonight's national radio broadcast and international webcast possible. And finally, I have two important messages. Our next message goes out to other aspiring Native musicians who may be listening. We, NAMA, are aware of the struggles you may face and the lack of opportunity that may exist in your lives. But through persistence, dedication, and hard work, you can make your dreams come true. The artists here tonight would agree that nothing worthwhile comes easy or without sacrifice. We ask you to keep the hope and keep believing in yourself. Anything is possible, and this show is proof. And we, NAMA, look forward to honoring your talents in future days. And finally, this message is to you, the members of the audience, our sold-out audience, on behalf of NAMA. On behalf of NAMA, we sincerely thank you for coming and making a show of your support. We'd like to request that you continue to support us by asking others to open their hearts to the culture and art of these artists. It simply is too beautiful to remain hidden from us. We hope you enjoyed this wonderful evening and look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you all very much.
But if you're thinking about moving, don't. The show is far from being over. All right? Lady, I'm going to sing. You know what it's like to record a song that becomes #1 throughout the world and hear 4 hours later that most people in the world think that an Indian boy from Virginia is a little girl from Germany. It's a tough thing. Our last performer of the evening needs no further introduction. Please welcome NAMA Lifetime Achievement Award recipient and Capitol recording artist, Robbie Robertson.
Welcome to my country. Welcome to my home. You can stay forever. You won't leave it alone. Welcome to the bush. Take what you may need. Shove comes to push. Maybe I should leave. I can't let go of the pain of desert. I can't let go of the old ways. Can't let go of the homeland. It's in the blood. Can't let go. I can stand up through your destruction. My voice can tremble, my hands are shaking. Yes, I could stand up through your destruction, and I won't break, and I won't break. I can hear the voices. I can hear the voices coming through the light. I can't let go of the pain of desert. I can't let go of the old ways. Can't let go of the homeland. It's in the blood. Can't let go. Sweat it out. Let it out. Let it out. Sweat it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Get it out of my head.
Thank you.
Making a noise in this world. Making a noise in this world. You can bet your ass I won't go quietly. Making a noise in this world. Everyone has a song. God gave us each a song. That's how we know who we are. Everyone has a song. We have come in the drum. The land trembles with dancing. We have come, bang the drum. The land trembles with dancing. Making a noise in this world. Making a noise in this world. You can bet your ass I won't go quietly. Making a noise in this world. I don't want your promise. I don't want your whiskey. I don't want your blood on my hands. Only want what belongs to me. I think you thought I was gone. I think you thought I was dead. You won't admit that you was wrong. Ain't there some shit that should be said? Making a noise in this world. Oh, yeah. Making a noise in this world. Oh, yeah. You can bet your ass I won't go quietly. Making a noise in this world. The Indian dancers stop and stare at him like bad weather. He keeps dancing and knocks loose an eagle feather. The drums stop. This is the kind of silence that frightens white men. Making a noise in this world. Making a noise in this world. You can bet your ass I won't go quietly. Making a noise in this world. Making a noise in this world. Making a noise in this world. You can bet your ass I won't go quietly. Making a noise in this world.
Thank you very much for a great evening. Thank you. See you next year.
How about that? Robbie Robertson. With a little help of our friends. Ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up for this evening. Before we close, though, we'd like to extend a very special thanks to Continental Airlines, Warrior Apparel, and all those who made this evening event possible. Congratulations to all of the winners, and we hope you enjoyed yourself. Did you? Good night, and this could be one of the most significant lines that has been said this evening. We'll see you next year.
When I was growing up in Toronto, I spent my summer vacations on the Six Nation Indian Reservation where my mother's from. When I was 16 years old, I left Six Nations behind, and I joined up with Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks. And then the Hawks went on to become the band, and then the band joined up with Bob Dylan, and eventually became something way beyond any of our wildest dreams. And somewhere along the path, I got very interested in film and ended up working with Martin Scorsese and experimenting with music and film and the effect that they had on one another. But it was the Native American documentary. That's what opened the little door. It gave me a valid excuse to re-educate myself. And now I'm kind of back where I started from, doing Native music. So I decided to record musical collaborations with all these Indian artists, to go back and explore this part of my heritage. In the same way that these people have constantly adapted to change, the music changes. I just don't take this project and it's like another record or something and how's it doing on the charts, baby? It isn't that way. What we need to do is make a noise. We need to make a noise just to make these voices heard.
Robbie has given all Native people a lot of strength because I've seen how aggressively he's gone after his history and the history of his people.
When I went back to Six Nations, it all started to come together for me. I started to understand why I was doing this. A lot of it was based on things from some place deep inside that I forgot was even there.
Something I left behind, something I nearly lost, something I couldn't find, someone got double-crossed.
Well, the place hasn't changed too much.
How you going, lad?
I'm okay.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
He first started to come up around our place when he's, I guess, maybe 2 years old or thereabouts. I can't remember exactly. Then after that, well, they came up every summer. Him and his mother. He never could follow us kids around because we were in the bush. And he wasn't. But he tried.
It was the first time that I ever saw people play music like right this close, where you could hear the fingers on the strings and you could hear them breathing when they were singing. And there was something about that closeness that just got to me. It pushed a button in me that I never got over ever again. It was just great to see my relatives. The whole welcome back to the bush thing, it was one of the warmest feelings I've had inside that I can remember in my whole life, because some things came back to me, musical directions that I've taken, ideas for songs that all came from this experience. I'm just so happy to be here. It's just, this weekend has just been one of the best moments of my whole life, and I've been out there pushing the envelope for a lot of years and everything. I got quite a few things to compare it to, and this is as good as it gets for me.
Yes, sir. Well, when you're out here and you're under the stars, what better place in this world is better than this? So welcome back to the bush.
Welcome back to the bush, yeah.
Welcome back to the bush.
Here's to the bush.
Widely recognized as one of the most creative and influential musicians of the 20th century, Jimi Hendrix pioneered the explosive possibilities of the electric guitar. But outside of his trademark left-handed guitar playing lies a universal legend with Cherokee heritage.
My grandmother used to tell me beautiful Indian stories. I used to see her a lot, you know. And she used to make these clothes for me. And so then, after I stayed with her for a while, you know, I used to go back and take these clothes to school and wear them and all that, and, you know, do a little black.
Jimi Hendrix, born Johnny Allen Hendrix on November 27, 1942, was later renamed James Marshall by his father, James L. Hendrix. By high school, Jimi graduated to his first electric guitar, but quickly learned that his native heritage was not something to be proud of.
I used to get so mad though, I was, you know, didn't even pay too much attention because what the teacher was telling us, you know, Indians are bad.
After playing venues in Greenwich Village, Jimi moved to London to form a new band, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. The Experience's chart-topping first album, Are You Experienced, featured a native-inspired song, I Don't Live Today. Jimi's second album, Axis, Bold as Love, featured another native-inspired song, Castles Made of Sand. Unlike what he was taught in high school, Jimi now would speak freely and openly about the plight of Native Americans in interviews.
There's some of them that have a lot of money, you know, got, you know, this and that because they get checks and all this, but there's a lot of them on the reservation, man. It was really terrible. Every single house is the same, you know, it's not even a house, it's like a hut. Oh, it's just a really bad scene for them, you know. Like half of them were down on Skid Row, you know, drinking and really completely out of their minds, you know, and they're not doing anything.
Unfortunately, Jimi was unable to see his next musical vision through due to his hectic worldwide touring schedules and then tragic death on September 18, 1970. Today, Experience Hendrix exists as a company formed by this artist's surviving relatives. Each succeeding rock generation continues to discover Jimi Hendrix anew and claims him as its own. Tonight, we are proud to induct Jimi Hendrix into the NAMA Hall of Fame.